What's going on, y'all? Ken Beatty here, Shore Clean Solutions, Salisbury, Maryland, guys. It is a great day to be alive. In today's video, I just want to talk to you about a buffer tank. You know, I see the question popped up and often asked, why do we need buffer tanks? Is it important to have a buffer tank? Started off, guys, I mean, you know, when you're just getting started out, you know, if you buy a power washer from a hardware store or something like that, and you don't have you know, a trailer and you're hauling it around in the back of your truck, or you know, whatever case may be, and you don't have a buffer tank, yes, you know, obviously you can get around working without one. You know, people do it all the time. The coolest thing about having a buffer tank is that you don't have to worry about your water flow when you hook up to that house, because the water is constantly getting flowed into that tank while you're working, so it's maintaining your water level and allowing you to keep moving and keep going and doing different things. The other good thing about a buffer tank, it allows you to be able to, you know, work on jobs where you don't have, you know, a water source. You know, if you had to clean your neighbor's fence or go to a business that doesn't have water hookup, or even a house, maybe their well's down or whatever the case may be, you know, that buffer tank allows you to be able to work without having a water source, which is really nice. You can still complete your job. But ideally, the buffer tank is made and designed for being able to have a constant flow of water in your tank and not running out of water quickly, so it makes it more efficient. Guys, you don't need to go out and buy a tank that's specifically designed for power washing. You don't have to go buy, you know, go out and spend a whole lot of money on a nice, pretty tank. You can, there are ways around it. There's, you know, plastic totes that, you know, farmers have. You can get, you know, if you're near a farmer or something like that, you know, they have, you know, plastic totes. Tractor Supply has various tanks. Pretty much you can use, I've seen guys use a 55-gallon drum as a buffer tank. I mean, you can pretty much use whatever you need, you know, to use to have a buffer tank. I recommend getting something that's at least 225 gallons for a buffer tank. I have several different ones. You know, I've got one that's 525 gallons. I've got, you know, smaller ones. I've got one that's a little bigger. So, I mean, we have various types of tanks. But I will tell you that as you grow in your business, you will invest into a buffer tank if you don't already have one. Like I said, you can still power wash or pressure wash without having a buffer tank. Perfectly fine. People do it all the time. However, it does make things a lot nicer when you do have a buffer tank, because like I said, your water flow, as you are working, you are constantly putting water in to your tank. Or like, say, if you went and did a commercial job where you had a hydrant hookup, and you were allowed to do it, you know, because either your state allows you to hook up to a hydrant, or, you know, you had a water hydrant valve that, you know, you got from the city or county or whatever, a meter, water meter. You know, you could flow right into your buffer tank, and then, you know, haul it over to the job that you're doing, and boom, now you've got water instantly, and you're able to keep moving and keep working. So there are benefits to having a water tank. But like I said, guys, if you're just getting started, start out small. If you want to get a buffer tank, great. It's not mandatory. You don't have to have it. They do work out very nicely, and they work out. The other thing that I will tell you is you can you can do a lot of things, with a buffer tank. You can it lasts a lot longer. Sitting there, if you're working on a well, the average well tank or a well pump is probably between 4 and 5 gallons a minute. So if you're using a power washer that is a 5.5 GPM, gallons per minute, guys, you're going to be you're going to be pulling more. You're going to be drawing more than what the house is even putting out. So that's where, by having the buffer tank is nice, because you can fill it and it'll kind of hold you a steady flow. Yeah, you'll start to drain down, but you won't really notice it as bad. So guys, I hope this video helps. Subscribe to my channel. Like I said, keep up power washing, do the right things, do quality work, and you'll always have work. That's it, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. We appreciate you.